Talk to me about some of the biggest issues you see on the streets that we hope to address with this task force.
Well, I've been doing this for about 17 years now, and we are still faced with the same drugs that we were faced with 17 years ago. It's just that it has changed. All this other stuff added, like the spice, all the synthetic stuff on top of methamphetamine and cocaine, marijuana, and prescription drugs. And we know, everybody asks me, are we winning the war on drugs? Well, no, we're not. All we are doing as far as law enforcement, we are keeping things in check. Without us there to keep things in check, then it would just overtake all your neighborhoods. So we're keeping things in check. And the Drug Abuse Task Force is something new. We are coming together, people from the rehab side of it, the correction side of it, the education side of it, because we know enforcement is not going to be the answer to this. It's going to take a combined effort of education, enforcement, deterrence, and rehabilitation. And that's what this task force is about. And we hope that by the time we submit our final report, that we will be able to convince the legislatures that this is a good idea and move forward trying to set those programs up.
So I was just speaking to Luther Strange. Something that he said I liked. There are some things we're doing right.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
What are we doing right at this point?
Well, the recent passage of the ephedrine laws has greatly impacted the production of methamphetamine. Whereas 2 years ago, we were just working meth labs one right after the other, and right now we're seeing about a 40% decrease in the number of meth labs, and we think that is a lot attributed to the pseudoephedrine bill that was passed. Those are the type of programs that we need to seek out and put together to make an impact on the communities.
What else needs improvement?
We have just scratched the surface. The task force has. We've got a lot of smart people, a lot smarter than I am, that are in this task force, and they have come up with some really good ideas. Now, it's being able to put that package together to educate our children at the earliest age possible, and the schools, bringing us in to educate those kids and make it consistent all the way through. Then you have the enforcement side of it to make sure that everybody stays in line and follow those rules. And then you have the corrections, the rehabilitation part of it, so that they can come back out and be a productive member of society.
So it's a process.
It is. Look, we've been banging our head against the wall since, 1970, when Richard Nixon declared the war on drugs. And, we've been successful in taking a lot of drugs off the streets, but it's not enough. We've got to educate, kids, we've got to educate parents. We see so many teenagers that are just destroying their lives, and the parents have absolutely no idea what's going on until it's too late. So it is a process.